It's go time. It's time for the Monday Night Raw review, and you get yourself naked. Oh baby, give me some of that ass. You guys gotta do is you gotta hit that sub button down below, baby. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys subscribe to my regular channel, my Joe Cronin Show channel. Don't miss out on the. I love this song. This song always gets me. The last couple days, it's been getting me wet. I'm gonna tell you. That's right. I grew a vagina, and now I get myself wet because of this song. Played it on Morning Madness. Playing it now. Just love it. Let's see here. All right, we're getting set up here. Monday Night Raw, man. It was very. I don't know. I was very bored tonight. Very bored tonight. I was about. Someone asked me earlier on what I thought about Raw, and I remember I gave it a. I said, well, you know, I give it like a 5 out of 10 so far, but I dropped that to a 4 out of 10. That's how unimpressed with Raw I was. I'm contemplating moving my score back up to a 5. Just due to that main event being pretty good. That match was better than almost all the WrestleMania matches, which is a sad thing to say, but I think it's true. I think, and so, you know, we'll figure it out. We got Jake DeMarco on the phone. What's up, Jake?
What's going on?
What's up, baby?
Yeah, the main event was pretty damn good, but I don't know. Tonight was an odd show. Well, the crowd was white hot, obviously.
Every Monday is an odd show.
Yeah,
that's the
crowd
case.
Over-delivered, show under-delivered. I think that's the the takeaway from tonight.
Yeah, we thought that might happen in Montreal tonight, but that's because they're in Bizarro World.
That makes me sick to hear that. Every time they say that, they bring it up more and more. It's like,
yeah, Roman got booed, so they're in Bizarro World because Roman got booed, as opposed to other nights where the crowd does nothing. But when Roman gets booed, it's Bizarro World. Fucking idiots.
It just drives me insane. Makes no sense.
They were able to get him cheered for, though, by putting Braun and Bobby Lashley with him, even up against a Canadian team, although the Canadian fans cheered for the Canadians. You know, by the end of it, they couldn't deny that they liked Braun Strowman. So Vince got what he wanted. Roman Reigns protected
and even then,
cheered.
Braun still couldn't get him over as he wanted.
Well, no, he did, because they cheered.
Still, you know.
What do you mean get him over? How's he supposed to get him over?
He's not. Give up on the whole regime you have at this point in time. You've done everything you can.
Well, the point is the illusion of getting him over. So, like, what Vince wanted was people cheering while Reigns is in the ring, and he got it. Braun Strowman lifts up Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns' hands. Everybody cheers. So he was able to get Roman cheered in Montreal, knowing that the fans are too smart. They would have booed Roman Reigns, but they have to put them in there with Braun Strowman, and then they got cheered. So you
figured they would have called an audible to have Kevin and Sami win. You know, I understand wanting to protect them, but they were just so over tonight. You know, being the hometown heroes. And we know it's the curse of the hometown. You know, typically they don't win when they're home, but it would have been nice to put them in a situation where they could have been on top. Maybe not book them in the 6-man tag.
You like to think that they were booked this way because they knew they'd be important because we're in Montreal. But honestly, I could have seen the same goddamn thing happening anywhere else.
Yeah, I don't think this wasn't tailored to Canada.
Right. They would have done the same dumbass thing. It wouldn't have mattered where they were, probably. And that's just what they do, because unimaginative, unoriginal, and crappy. Thank God they had that main event bail them out, because once again, all they have on Raw, all they have in the end is wrestling. When it comes down to it, the only thing that they have to fall back on is the wrestling. So if you can actually, so that's what you do. You know, you got no creativity almost anywhere else. The only creativity comes where they book matches. My favorite goddamn thing of the whole night, and this is fucking sad. This is goddamn sad. My three favorite things of the night. That main event was one of them. My second thing was when Corey Graves said, when Braun Strowman was hitting people, Corey Graves said, maybe if the Montreal Canadiens hit like that, they'd be in the playoffs. That was funny to me as a Bruins fan. And the other thing was when Michael Cole, I actually laughed at this, I thought it was hilarious, said that Elias, because he was all dressed up weird and he was sipping tea, and then Michael Cole was like, Elias apparently found some kind of special tea in Saudi Arabia that soothes his voice and whatever. Like, I started dying. Like, that shit is hilarious to me. I thought that was so funny. That was different. It was like, just little stupid things like that are awesome. And they did that, and it was awesome, and that was funny, and I was laughing, and it carried me through to from the commercial break. I couldn't wait to see Elias in the ring, and I was hoping he was going to say something about the stupid tea. I mean, that's how dumb shit is gotten, that I love the idea of that. And that was pretty much it for me. I can't really think of too much else on Raw that I liked. There were some things I missed, so we can get into that too. If I missed it, you know, we can probably go over it, and maybe there'll be something I'm missing, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I don't
furthermore,
know.
to prove your point too, I mean, next week we've got essentially the same match, but, you know, just take out Roman, and it's still going to be, you know, Braun and Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So it didn't matter that they were in Canada. I think they just gave them a little bit more time on commentary, or maybe they wouldn't have let them do the, you know, crowd applause to see who would face Roman. But it was just odd. Why does everyone want to face Roman? He's not the champion. Why do these people want to fight him in the first place?
I don't know. Yeah. Well, here's the weird thing about that. This is really weird. You got Samoa Joe kind of playing like sort of interrupter of Reigns' feud with Lesnar, right? He's like, well, you're not going to be able to beat Lesnar because now you're going to face me or whatever. But now you got Jinder coming out saying, well, you're not going to be able to beat Samoa Joe because you're going to have to beat me or whatever. It's like literally what Samoa Joe is doing to Roman is now what Jinder is doing to Roman about Samoa Joe, where Samoa Joe's doing it to Roman about Brock Lesnar. It's fucking hilarious. Samoa Joe is there to stall with Roman to build him up, and then Jinder comes out to stall for Samoa Joe to build him up. It's like the same fucking story. Not
it's
really
the towel
a story
boy for the water boy for the main event, you know?
Yeah, Samoa Joe puts the towel around his neck, Jinder puts it on his head. What's the difference? And fucking Lesnar don't need one.
Yeah, he's just not going to show up.
There was a guy in the crowd tonight apparently got kicked out, people are saying, who had a sign. I showed this on Joe Cronin Show, my wrestling channel, youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Somebody sent this to me. We allow women. There's two different arguments to this. Some people saying, get over it. It's their culture already. Who cares? You don't care when Coke and Pepsi go there and all these other people do things with them. You certainly didn't care when George Bush was the president and orchestrated stuff with them, including flying family members of the Saudis over there to keep them safe because their brother Bin Laden attacked us, so they say. So why would you be upset with this? It's ridiculous. Other people are saying absolutely reprehensible that the WWE would work with Saudi Arabia. This person apparently had their sign confiscated because it said, we allow women. It's just a simple fact. They do. Canada, Montreal, in fact, does allow women. Why did that sign get taken? I can't tell who's more petty. The fans that are complaining about the Saudi Arabia stuff still, or the WWE who would take this guy's fucking sign that just says they allow women. It doesn't say, like, fuck Saudi Arabia or anything like that. By the way, the Saudi Arabian people were so nice. Like, I loved listening to so many different interviews from them, even on YouTube, people reacting. Just many of them well-spoken, and by that I mean, like, it's not like, oh, wow, would you think they're all dumb? No, my point is that English is their second language if it's not their third, and they do a lot of them speak amazing English over there. It's pretty freaking incredible. It blows me away. It's the opposite. I'm not insulting them. I'm literally impressed by them because I could barely fucking speak Spanish, a language that I tried to fucking learn. I'm an idiot, and these people over there speak really well. So, you know, including the women, apparently very educated. So, you know, I don't know. But what do you guys think? I don't know. We'll talk about that some more. We'll talk about more stuff. Guys, if you guys are wrestling fans, share this video on your feeds. Tag your friends who are wrestling fans. Get them over here to join the discussion, join the chat with you, hang out with us, and have some fun. And I want to remind you guys that tonight's show is brought to you by PWP, PWPNation.com, PWP Radio over there. It's pretty good shit. Pro Wrestling Powerhouse, PWPNation.com. Check out the website. Tons of cool articles on PWP Nation. Also brought to you by the Corrupted Podcast, guys. This Saturday, it's going to be big. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. It's $1. It's $1 to listen to Corrupted, 2 hours every week. $2 will get you the MP3 download. And if you want to become a $5 patron, then you're going to get Morning Madness every morning from me. You're going to get Q&As, videos, all my music, songs, and parodies. And, of course, Saturday's Corrupted show. It'll be about 6 to 8 hours of entertainment a week for you on Patreon. If you become a $5 patron right now, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. You guys keep my show going. You guys keep this thing going. So make sure if you love the show, if you can, not only support it on Patreon, but you actually get a bunch of shit. You get 6 to 8 hours a week. I get complaints that people can't fucking keep up with the shit we put on there. Also, special Avengers review on Sunday at 5 p.m., Avengers review, and we talk about Marvel going forward, what's going to happen going forward, as, you know, and no spoilers right now, but, you know, just that, you know, we'll talk about it on Sunday. Also, Kill Cliff is back, baby. One of my original sponsors, Kill Cliff, the recovery energy drink. Let me tell you something. Red Bull and all that other shit is really sweet. Fucking this shit is so goddamn refreshing that if you listen to my show from 2012 to 2013 to 2014, I not only sold the shit out of this stuff, but I drank it myself. Kill Cliff is fucking unbelievably quenching. This shit is the balls, okay? And it's available now in my description box down below. There's a link for it. You guys can click the link. It will take you to the store where you can purchase it. I get credit for all those sales if you click the link down below. So if you're a Kill Cliff fan, use it to buy it direct on that Amazon link down below.
Seth Rollins is a huge proponent of it too. He used to be all about that stuff.
Yeah, I remember Seth drinking it a lot. The biggest thing that got me with Kill Cliff was that it's not you can drink you can drink a can of it and it feels good. Like, after you drink some of these other ones, they're all sugary. You feel like syrup shit. I fucking hate that.
Yeah, you don't have any hard crash and no real, like, you know, sugar coma.
I just don't like the heavy, syrupy shit. This stuff is so fucking good. Like, I'm telling you, like, I could have picked a different drink to represent, but I'm picking Kill Cliff again because, again, it's like the fucking hidden gem of these goddamn drinks, and I've got some coming for me as always. Okay, so, anyway, let's talk about Raw.
Yeah, as you had said, too, you know, I heard a lot of interviews myself, and I often find that I have a difficult time differentiating the people from their leaders and the way that they're forced or decided to live their lives. So a lot of the things that we either don't see eye to eye with, don't agree with, you know, their culture in essence isn't necessarily their fault. They were born into it. This is how they were raised, and, you know, we may mock them or at least challenge their ideals, you know, not agree with them, not allowing the women roster over there, things like that. But for a lot of these children, and even a good portion of the women, this was their first live event ever. Most of them haven't even been to a movie or a sports event or an outing. This was a huge, huge deal. So it's kind of important to take a step back and realize how big this was for their culture to allow this to happen at all. So
yeah, and I'm someone who's like, I'm sort of taking the middle ground on this because I get it, like that we could be mad about, because at first I was mad. I've gone through all kinds of emotions. But seeing the people that went to the show and how excited and happy they were, and hearing from the women who went who were like, I hope we can do more of this, and sort of seeing the optimism, I went from glass half empty to trying to be glass half full, because it's better. It is getting better. I mean, really, why would I hate on them now for what they're doing when there's actually some progress being made, and perhaps it will be better by this. So, I'm not going to just destroy it. First I was going to, and I still think that WWE's a bit hypocritical. Like, maybe they should have made a bigger deal. Like, well, no, we'll only go if we don't agree with these values, and we're in the middle of a women's revolution. Like, we can't do this. But again, I think $200 million spoke, and I think that's fucked up. But so I'm separating the two. People don't understand that. It seems to be everybody keeps quantifying both of them together. It's different. I'm separating the two. What I'm upset about is WWE's double standard. I don't like that. I don't like WWE's double standard. What I do like is that Saudi Arabia is changing things, and they're sort of getting more on a level of equal rights for people. I mean, that's very small steps, but they're doing it, so that's good. And I know that women can drive with their husband's permission now, but I mean, at least they're starting to move that way. But what I wasn't happy with was, again, WWE's double standard. But again, $200 million, you put all three of those things in a triangle and try to figure out that fucking mess of who's wrong and right. It's hard. You could do a whole podcast on it.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, then you hear the news over the weekend, and especially today, like on Fox News and other mainstream media's picked it up, saying that Saudi Arabian sports officials apologize for showing images of scantily clad women wrestlers. So I guess during the television broadcast, it was cut off for a few moments Friday as the promotional images played, and they reported the image in the arena drew hoots and cheers from mostly the male audience at the event in Jeddah.
But I thought they didn't show anything. I thought they didn't show anything. They were just apologizing that they were showing it, even though the people didn't see it.
Apparently it was shown in the arena, from what I'm reading here.
Why would WWE show it? They know they can't do that.
I guess it was a package, and it wasn't supposed to be played. And while we were watching something was played there.
Jesus. Because I would think they would be very careful not to do that.
I figured they'd be on, full alert, and, that's one of those where you clear the computer of every single inappropriate image before you go live. But
hey, you want to hear something funny? You know what's funny is this guy I know, Jack, down the street, he was fishing for like weeks. Guy couldn't catch a goddamn fish. He went out there with Ruby Riott. He dunked her fucking head in the water. He caught like 3 fish at once. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously, what do you think about Ruby Riott's match? Because that's one of the things tonight. I didn't miss much, but that was one of the things I missed.
The match itself was good with Sasha. They had a good amount of back and forth. Entertaining, but they got a good reaction from the crowd. I'll say that much. When Sasha at one point started to make her comeback, and she hits the backstabber and gets the bank statement on. And this is when, the Riott squad start to interfere. And Banks ends up taking out Liv Morgan with a double knee press, and she attacks everybody else on the outside. And then Ruby Riott then goes ahead and, off the distraction, kicks and pins Sasha, and she gets the win. So I thought it was it was good that, Ruby's kind of starting to build new character over on Raw. Hopefully they handle them a little bit better than they did on SmackDown. The 50-50 booking really killed the Riott squad. Actually, it wasn't even really 50-50. It was like 70-30. They tended to lose more than win over there. And the match was entertaining, but it was a bit slow at certain points too. So the problem was every time I felt like it started to get going, they had a commercial break. That was one of my main issues. But it was the wrestling was solid, and that's the one thing I will say tonight. As you mentioned before, the wrestling was good for what we did get. The main event I enjoyed, and someone said it in the chat before too that Danny, he said a win over Roman will be good for their careers. And that's true, for Jinder, for Kevin, for Sammy. But I wish they said that. I wish they acknowledged their motivations at times. I wish they would say, this would give me a chance eventually to become a champion. Just acknowledge these little things. because it feels nonsensical and like a total waste for them to just go out there and be like, I'm challenging you. There's no story. I know they're trying to just get us through to the pay-per-view, but those things bother me.
Honestly, like, of all the things that I could complain about, that is like the lowest. Like that one, like I feel like for me, I don't need to be explained that in a way, because like I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like Reigns just faced Lesnar. So Reigns is the #1 contender. So if you can beat the #1 contender, then you in theory become the #1 contender, or should be considered to be the #1 contender. So that is their motivation. So that, to me, doesn't need explaining, because if you had to explain that, then you're always explaining that every single time somebody faces somebody. Oh, I want to beat you because I could be the #1 contender. Well, no shit, we know that. So I kind of give them a break there. That doesn't bother me so much. But what bothers me is that there's just not more creative stories. That's what I don't like, is there's no creative stories.
It's not even just a lack of creative stories, but the fact that things are so poorly defined at this point in time. If you beat the #1, contender, you should become the #1 contender, and that's not what happens. That's why I want things maybe less explained but better defined. Well, I think it would be more beneficial for the TV product as a whole to have their fucking rules laid out straight.
They'll never do that.
If you beat the #1 contender, you should be the #1 contender. If you lose, you're owed a rematch. Things like that.
If you think that should happen, then you haven't been watching WWE the last 30 years. They will never do that, because
these are just simple things that I wish that they would fix.
But they're not. They won't. They don't think it's broken though, because what you're saying is you want them to change their philosophy of the last 30 years, because the idea is, if Samoa Joe beats Reigns, #1, he could become the #1 contender because of that. Or #2, he could be considered now. Or #3, he won't be considered, but will be mad that he's not considered. So there's all these different options they can do, and you don't know which one they're going to go with depending on how they feel, which I get. I get it. That doesn't make sense. Like in hockey, if you beat a team, you become the fucking... if you win a playoff game and you win the series, you go on to the next thing. It makes sense. You know what I mean? There's no point system. It keeps it more exciting that you don't really know what's going to happen, and that's how Vince wants it. That will never change. There won't be, they'll let you know depending on the storyline. Like they might say, well, Samoa Joe, if you can beat Roman again next week, then you become the #1 contender. Yeah,
then you become. But my point is that, all right, so they decide this time that if he does beat Roman, he's not going to become the #1 contender, and he's upset about it. At least acknowledge that. Don't say nothing. They don't. He doesn't have to every time beat him and become the #1 contender, but just acknowledge what they're going for, what they're trying to do.
I think he has though, Jake. I think Samoa Joe said, "I'm gonna beat you, and then I'm gonna beat Lesnar." It's that he said something like that. In this instance,
but I'm not talking about Samoa Joe. Who are
you
I'm talking
about?
Just strictly. I said with the main, with the start of Raw, with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, even Jinder. The Roman and his feud are pretty much the only one that they pay attention to.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is they don't want to do that, because if now Jinder starts saying he wants to beat Reigns so he can have the title, he did say that actually. He actually did say that. Jinder said that tonight. He said, because then I'm gonna beat you for the championship, and then that's eventually I'm gonna get a shot at the Universal title. That's what Jinder said. So he kind of did make that clear.
His motivation. Oh, I didn't catch that, but I'll go with the flow.
Well, do a better job. Do a better job.
Hey, I can't win here. But I don't know. I just feel like if you're not with Roman, everybody else is just kind of floating by the wayside at this point.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I'm trying to really get at here.
What you ding ding ding. I mean,
it's.
How do you think they felt
when short to watch? I said it on Twitter. I wasn't active on Twitter. I didn't give two shits about tonight.
How do you think they felt when
Hogan? And take notes and be more analytical. I didn't have the heart for it.
How do you think people felt when Hogan was in the WWE? Because that's the same. They did the same thing. That Roman's the guy. Like, I mean, he's not, but he is. 573, you're on the phone. What's up?
Yeah, I think that segment and a lot of the night was really just set up for Money in the Bank.
That's a good point. Yeah, it might have been. That's a great point. I didn't even think of that. And yeah, you got that right. It could be. I didn't even think of it. That's a great point. Because what is that?
That's a good point. But we're at Backlash.
Yeah, I think Backlash is just going to be a throwaway pay-per-view, pretty much.
Yeah, Backlash is going to be shit.
It shouldn't be though. It shouldn't be. None of them should be. I know. some shows are always going to outweigh others. Bless you, by the way. But I don't feel that any of them should ever be treated as throwaways, and that's kind of the issue we have here. That I'm salty about the fact that we're going from Friday's pay-per-view to Sunday's pay-per-view, with no real, time in between to let anything build or feel important. Joe didn't even remember that Sunday was a pay-per-view. Most of us didn't. I didn't remember till I heard the commercial and then reminded him. That's what I'm bitching about, if you want to call it that.
It's so hard to remember there's a pay-per-view whenever we just had WrestleMania and fucking Saudi Arabia show.
Exactly.
Well, again,
we're going back to back, 2 weeks out. When they don't even need to have this show. The way they have the network set up, and they're doing less and less with pay-per-view buys, they don't need it at this point, I feel. Cut the show and
told
build
you, man.
longer.
Vince don't give a shit about Backlash because he was too busy with Greatest Royal Rumble. Backlash ain't gonna.
That's where the money was at.
What's Backlash gonna make the WWE? In all honesty, what's Backlash going to make the WWE? I'm gonna bet $500,000. Backlash makes the WWE $500,000 of profit, maybe, right? All right, Saudi Arabia $200 million, right? There's no, it's not even close.
I bet you between the gate and then if you take away the price of the show, what they have to put on in merch sales, I bet you they make about $300,000. Because tickets for Backlash, last I heard, were at an abysmal rate for sales.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's an astronomical difference. It's a ridiculous difference. It's almost unfathomable. $200 million versus probably, like Jake said, somewhere between $200,000 and $600,000. Not even close. Not even. You
just had people traveling at the beginning of the month worldwide to go to WrestleMania. So anyone that's a super diehard that doesn't they don't have the funds possibly or the money. Anybody around the area that maybe did. And people don't always have the money to go ahead and do these type of things. It's too much at one point.
913, you're on the phone. What's up? They bailed. By the way, guys, I'm going to play a donation, actually. I'm going to put you guys, when you guys come on the show, I'm just going to put you right on, so you'll be able to hear us talking. We'll be able to hear you. So if you can, just stay muted, or at least don't say anything if you can, until I introduce your phone number or whoever you are. I won't give your whole phone number out. And by the way, if you're calling from your phone and you're worried about your number coming on the air, I won't show anything on the screen until I've taken your number. And I've only put in the area code, so nobody ever will see your number. So just in case anybody's jittery about that. And then you can say your name if you like, and then I'll put that in the system so I know your name the next time you call, and I'll know that it's you calling, and everything will be all cool. Let me go to this donation thing. Jake, I don't know if you can hear this. Let me know if you hear this sound. You hear that?
No.
Oh, so now the sound doesn't work. That's weird. Okay.
No, after the first call, nothing worked.
That's bizarre. All right, let's see if we can trigger it here.
Put your hands in the air if Raw gave you AIDS. Put your hands in the air if Raw gave you AIDS. I'm not afraid to say Raw gave me AIDS. Fuck Raw. Fuck Raw. Raw gave me AIDS. Fuck Raw.
Raw gave me AIDS after 20 minutes and stopped watching. Backtrash will most likely be garbage. Hashtag take out the trash.
Backtrash. Hey, Bry Guy, thank you so much, dude, for the $7. Bry Guy, how you doing, man? Are you going to watch Backlash, Bry Guy? I don't even know, man. I don't know if you want to. If you guys want to donate tonight, the link is in the description box down below. Obviously, we need all the help we can get. If you guys want to contribute tonight, feel free to do so. If not, you can't donate. Hey, enjoy the show and click the like button or something. Thank you, Bry Guy. And now, it's gotta be Kane.
My name is Kane and I'm donating now.
Sup, Joe and Jake. Raw was meh. The crowd was pretty good. At least Canada was loud as fuck. But Raw was still lame as fuck. Why is Braun teaming with Roman? Creative, I hate you. I was hoping after the match Braun would say, I'm still not done with you, Roman.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, No Death. No Death, listen, man. Thank you for the 666, and thank you for being one of the most badass mods in the entire world. No Death, say hi to the man with the wrench. And there's a couple people I got to unban, too, by the way. No, that, thank you. You know what, though? Montreal is always badass, dude. Montreal, Canada, they're always good for wrestling.
Raw gave me AIDS, fuck Raw, Raw gave me AIDS, fuck Raw.
PA the Baker.
Raw MA Dene Day AIDS. That's French for Raw gave me AIDS. 3/10 main event and crowd. Braun helping Roman makes no sense storyline. I mean, just to get him cheered.
Yep.
F the writers.
Yep. PA the Baker, you nailed it, man. Thank you for the $7. You nailed it. They put Braun in there to make to give Roman the rub. Unbelievable. How pathetic can they get? Like, it's really irritating. It's irritating. I can't stand it. It makes me sick. Makes me not like Braun. It does the opposite. It makes me think I don't really like Braun as much anymore.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Ban women year-round.
Ban women year-round. Flyers, 2385. You must be a Flyers fan. Ban women year-round. Man, it's getting that bad. People hating on the women because they're just so sick of the whole women's revolution deal, you know, and all that shit. They're just getting pissed. By the way, we are going to be playing PubG tonight. Your prayers have been answered, everybody. Your prayers have been answered. Once again, we're brought to you by pwpnation.com. Go to pwpnation.com. And, of course, the Corrupted Podcast this Saturday. Make sure you guys become a patron. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. For $1, you can hear Corrupted. $1 a month, you can hear Corrupted. That's crazy. But for $5 a month, you can hear 6 to 8 hours of bonus content a week, plus our Avengers review and breakdown. What's going to happen going forward with Marvel Universe. And, of course, Kill Cliff. The link is in the description box. If you want to kill Cliff, use the link in the description box down below and purchase Kill Cliff. I will get credit for all the sales, of course, and you'll get Kill Cliff. You know me, I've loved Kill Cliff for a long time. It's a good fucking drink. I promise you this drink is fucking the most quenching thing as opposed to these syrupy pieces of shit. It's like no calories in this fucking thing. Jesus Christ. Elias, what's up, bro? Were you at the show tonight?
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, it sounded good there. Elias up in Montreal at the Bell Center. What was it like?
Dude, it was crazy.
Was it better than...
We hated Roman so bad.
Oh, that was awesome, yeah. You booed the shit out of him.
Yeah, and we booed Finn Balor and we cheered Seth Rollins all the way.
And you got it was Bizarro World out there because you booed Roman, I guess.
Yeah, and Corey Graves tweeted that he loved Montreal. That's what he said.
Oh, well, how can you not? Did you see that guy with the sign who got his sign confiscated?
Yeah, I saw it. It was like WWE is so pissed about it.
They took it from him, huh? You saw that?
Yeah.
Wow. I wasn't sure if it happened for real, but wow. That's so dumb.
And it was a full house. It was a full house also. No empty seats.
Oh yeah. Well, I it's been a while since they've been in Montreal. What has it been? A year and a half?
3 years now.
Oh my God! I thought it was over a year, but I didn't know it was 3 years. See, that's why, man. It's a great city for wrestling, and the fact they only go there every 3 years now or whatever, that's crazy, dude. They should be there at least once a year.
Exactly. We're getting SmackDown tomorrow also.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, man. I hope they come back because they should go to Montreal. I would think a couple times a year, just like Boston. They come to Boston like 2-3 times a year.
Yeah, they should come at least twice, if not once, the minimum.
Yeah, it's one of their big cities.
I see the sign. It got confused because the person left the arena. Also.
Wow, they kicked him out or they left?
They kept kicking him out.
What the fuck, bro? What is wrong with them? Oh my God, dude, they kicked him out. Unbelievable. Well, Elias, what'd you think of the show? I'm gonna let you go. What'd you think out of 10? What'd you think?
Yeah, because WWE is so butthurt about it, they send the security and they kick the person out.
Wow. Wow, bro, that is so screwed up.
And Seth Rollins talking about went off the air also.
Losing connection with you there, Elias, but I heard something about Seth Rollins. We lost Elias there, but thank you, Elias, giving us the report from Montreal. They kicked the guy out. I mean, I could see taking the sign if your butt hurt, I suppose. But, dude, you kicked him out? He was just proud of his city. That's all.
It's like the guy wrote, I hate, and insert racial slur here.
Yeah.
All he said is, we allow women. My God.
Dude.
I mean, that's overkill, no?
Think about the Attitude Era and the signs that were out there, like, eat my ass, 316, like, and all these things. And then here's a guy.
China has a dick, and they would...
China has a dick with like an asterisk, D asterisk, CK, and that was all right. But no, we allow women. It's not even like, it's not bad. Like, it's not, and you know what? I like the Saudi Arabian people that were there. I think it's just a little jab. I think it's funny. My God. 615, you're live on the show. What's up?
What's up, Joe?
How you doing, man?
Man, this is the first time I called you. Like, you're fucking hilarious. Jake DeMarco, what's up?
I'm only funny because my mother birthed me out her asshole.
Well,
it was a shitty situation.
That happened to me, too. I'm not funny.
I don't know. See, I don't know. I told you, Jake, I told you there was other people, you fuck.
I was wrong. I thought you were the only one.
No. See? Well, anyway, 615. I'm sorry. What's up?
All right. The crowd was lit tonight. That's the first thing I could tell. But other than that,
they had to wait 3 years.
I watched, I was watching at the beginning when all the people, Jinder and them came out. I was like, "Fuck this!" I just quit watching after that.
Oh, really? Wow, that was. Well, when was that? The real main event?
Well, I just knew what it was going to be the whole night. Just mixed tags and bullshit the whole night.
That's all they do now, man. It's like the video game. It's like, oh well, tonight someone comes in the back and spills a drink on someone, and then they're like, well, you guys are in a match. Or like somebody comes out and somebody else comes out. Oh, guess what? We'll make it a 6-man tag. Dude, it's so, I mean, really, how can how can somebody not see how lazy they are? Why do they even have writers? That's
the shit I was getting at before.
I'm not a big fan.
No, I mean, you don't need writers for this, dude. You don't need writers for this. All you need is Vince and a couple guys to be like, we're going to book this and book that. What is the reason for writers? Why are there 40 writers or 30 or whatever it is? Why are there 30
take Titus
writers?
O'Neil's fucking accidental fall and turn it into a T-shirt immediately.
But but again, that proves the point.
They all worked. They had 10 writers working on the little quip against Jennifer Lawrence when she fell at the Oscars. That's what they focused on. And having, Titus, you're going to come out and you're going to fall again on the ramp. We're going to make a big deal. We're going to make sure it's not slippery, and Apollo Crews is going to clean the floor. And that's what they spent all their time writing.
But that's not even right. You don't even need to write that. That's the whole thing is they didn't come up with that.
Problem.
They just took what happened and then just used it. Like they couldn't come up with this shit. Because they're too stupid. That's how dumb they are. They literally have to wait for something real to happen to then capitalize on it to do something. They have no possible way of creating things themselves. What have they done? What the fuck have these writers done?
And in turn, I feel like they killed that whole joke tonight.
Oh, yeah, and then it's over because it was organic the other night. It's funny when you release a T-shirt, and then you went too far tonight. And ruin the whole
T-shirt
thing.
would have sold off the shelves. I guarantee it would have been a top hit before weeks out. People were tweeting it out, and everyone was getting behind it. And then you have him, get up to the ropes and fall intentionally. And it's
what I would have done?
Well, you killed it.
Do you want to know what I would have done?
What's that?
Well, actually, I really don't. I don't know if I would have done this, but if you were gonna break up Titus worldwide or whatever, it'd be cool if Apollo Crews was like, you made us look like idiots. You know what I mean? And then then he had him slap Titus, and then they could get in a fucking feud together. I don't know, but you could have done something else too. Just have Titus come out and be like, I think we all saw what happened to me the other night, and I'm suing the WWE for that ramp or whatever. And then Titus,
I would have done something if they're going to go the cheesy route. I would have had them, quote unquote, air quotes, edit the footage, having Titus be like, oh, I didn't just fall. My watch flew off and I tried to catch it. That's an expensive watch. And they could have like doctored the footage showing the watch fall off his wrist and he slid under the ring to catch it. Even that's fucking stupid. But guess what? It's better than just making him fall over and over as a gimmick again.
Yeah, I don't. That was really. That should not have happened. They just should have. They didn't need to do that. They didn't need to say. They didn't need to relive it or whatever. They just had. All they had to do was play it on the thing. Like Titus could have came out and then just completely no-sold it, and then Apollo Crews could be like, I can't believe that you're not bringing it up. And he's like, what do you bring what up? You know what I mean? He's like, come on, man. Everybody wants to see it. And then they could have just played it like again or something. But instead they did this weird thing.
And it all led to Baron Corbin getting rolled up by No Way Jose.
Dude, I coined the phrase fruit roll-up. Baron fruit roll-up. What was it, a year and a half ago?
Yeah, about that.
Is this a joke? I mean, is this a joke that this guy gets rolled up to be beaten in multiple matches all the time? In major matches sometimes.
By the weakest opponents, too. You figured No Way Jose wouldn't have a shot in the world against Corbin.
Is this a joke? What is this, a year and a half now of this? 2 years? What are we coming up on here? We figured out it was Dean Ambrose rolled him up, Jinder Mahal rolled him up, and somebody else rolled him up, and all those were in key matches. And then I think, just for fun...
Ty Dillinger did it once, I believe, as well.
And then I think for fun, Sin Cara did it.
I think you're right.
Just for fun. Or Kalisto, one of the two. Kalisto or Sin Cara rolled him up, too, on like a random Raw or SmackDown. So that was 4. And that's when I said... And after 3 of these, I started calling him Baron Fruit Roll-Up. And then it happened a 4th time. And now it happened again tonight. By No Way Jose. With the fucking Adam Rose crew out there. These people are dumb. You got Adam Rose's recycled gimmick now. Why? Why are there people out there congaing and partying? It's the same thing. Did Vince just not like Adam because he couldn't dance the way, Jose can? Because that makes Vince hard. I think Vince sits in the back, and when people start shimmying and jiving around, Vince's goddamn cock fucking grows hard, and he whacks off. Oh. And when Rose went out that with his skinny body and couldn't really dance, Vince was like, no, this guy doesn't really have it. But when he sees somebody really shimmying around, that's when he thinks about, Little Richard touching him or something. It's fucking weird. Something weird is going on there. It explains Shawn Michaels, too, doesn't it? Explains Shawn Michaels a whole fucking load of a lot. Dancing around and prancing around. Vince was like, oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Most white guys wouldn't dance like that, but Shawn, he got down. He even kind of did it like Vince would. He even kind of danced a little bit like Vince would dance, in a way, Shawn Michaels. And he took it to a higher level, but it was around that sort of fucking idea. I'm starting to wonder what the fuck is up. Tell you what, if I ever made it...
Can I say one last thing, Joe?
Yeah.
I found out Shawn Michaels' granddad is actually black, so I'm going to get out here on this and monetize this, and I'll hit you up later, man. Peace out.
All right, man. Hey, I'm glad he interrupted me because I forgot he was on the phone. I thought he left. Yeah, man.
The fuck did you get here?
I was like, whoa, where's the fucking... I thought he hung up. But he didn't. All right, well, anyway, let's play another dough. It said bits.
On the Saudi Arabia thing. I am more upset at WWE for taking the money than at Saudi Arabia. In response to the Saudi censors thing.
Yeah.
Apparently some on Twitter were like, what about the scantily clad men? Quote.
Yeah, they don't care. DJ Mad Dog, thanks for subbing to the channel, man. Sip it down for me and then smoke something, too, if you want. Let's be degenerates and do a line. Thank you, DJ Mad Dog. What the fuck's up, bro? Hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you sub my real channel, youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. This is my gaming channel. Dolphin on. Hey! Lil Jimmy. Little Jimmy's dick.
Fuck Raw, fuck SmackDown, fuck Adam Rose, I don't care about it. After Greatest Royal Rumble haven't gave two shits.
Yeah, everything sucks, Dolphin. This is pathetic. What a horrible way to go into the summertime here. The springtime, whatever you call it. Dolphin on high. Thank you for the $7, Dolphin. And I'm sorry, man. This just blows. It is a absolute disappointment, quite frankly. And it's...
Didn't watch Raw, but next time WWE has a show in Arabia, send the women to my house.
Yeah.
They're always welcomed here.
Just don't bring a sign that says that, D-Moon.
Send me that. Send the poon to D-Moon. That's your fucking slogan right there. Send the poon to D-Moon. Baron Fruit Roll-Up. Unbelievable. I don't know what to say, man. It's
like I said, just don't make a sign about it. I can't believe that I can believe, actually, that they're that fucking petty. Glorious Eugene put up a great meme on
ShiBUM.
Joe and Jake, you have to excuse Vince for kicking that sign guy out. I mean, the Saudi. Bin Laden must have told him that they'd chop his fucking head off the next time there. In Saudi Arabia, if they bring up banned women, hashtag Perros Asquerosos.
Perros Asquerosos. Thank you, my friend. Oh my God, Glorious Eugene.
That's a good point, too, that I didn't even think about when we watched the show. That there was not one sign in the audience. That's the first time there hasn't been a sign in the audience. Christ. How long now?
Where? At the Great
At the Saudi show. There wasn't any signs in the audience, you know?
Can we just move Backlash to Saudi Arabia for the next 9 years instead?
Yeah, Backlash would be better there probably than it will be here. It'll certainly be a throwaway. Doesn't even feel like Backlash with, you know.
Well, they should have just gotten rid of Backlash and pushed this back an extra week. It should have been this Friday and gotten rid of Backlash entirely.
You know, it won't matter. It won't even matter. Add pay-per-views, take them away.
But in theory.
You know what? Adam, take it away. Add 5 more, take 5 away. It won't matter because the writing is just terrible. You know, again, Elias. Most entertaining thing of the whole entire night to me was him talking about this special magical tea that he found in Saudi. When Michael Cole was describing, or Corey Graves was describing the fact that, because first you see him in the robe and then he's drinking this tea and you're like, what the fuck is Elias doing? And then when they go, oh, he found this special tea in Saudi Arabia, like, that's hilarious. Like, I started laughing my balls off. Whoever came up with that and got that to pass is fucking awesome. I don't know if he was just drinking it and then someone off the cuff said that, Corey or Michael, give them credit, but probably not. They probably were told to say it. And if that's the case, was that Elias? Was that a writer? Did Vince approve it? Like, whoever came up with all that. I mean, it's a stupid... It was literally 18 seconds of the show. 18 fucking seconds of the show was entertaining to me because Elias was dressed like that, and they added to his character. Like, it wasn't just, here's Elias again to say, who wants to walk with Elias? Because they could have just done that, and I would have liked it. But they layered onto the character. Oh, like, why is he wearing that? Oh, he found some tea in Saudi Arabia? That's fucking hilarious. He was in Saudi Arabia, and they used it to build on his character, which is what you do to make things good. I know it's stupid. Some people may not even understand why I like it, but to me, I just love it. I love that shit. And
and there was things I was looking forward to. I'm like, oh, I know Rondo will be there tonight, so that could be interesting. And I was talking to Diva Bible earlier, and he made a great point. You know, now she follows Natalya around wearing a leather jacket. They've literally turned Rousey into Tamina.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's the truth. And it's like, yeah, you know, how they I feel like they messed up with her so quickly.
I don't get it at all.
News comes out that, you know, obviously The Rock was first considered to be Rousey's partner at Mania. Then it was going to be Batista, I guess. And then Batista was even possibly going to be doing something himself with Triple H. And he came out over the weekend with the Avengers, interview tour that he's on. And he was saying how months passed with no update. And Kurt was announced without even a courtesy call to Batista, because he was supposed to have some type of build with Triple H. They told him at Mania. And, he goes on to say, I text Hunter. I was like, I don't know if you put any more thought into what's going on. I'm excited. And he never heard back from anyone. So he just stopped trying. He said, I don't know what else I can do. I want to end my career the right way. He said if he's unable to make something happen by Mania next year, then he's retiring from in-ring because he doesn't want to be the old guy in the ring. I can respect that, but
I would and I'm not a big Batista fan as far as in the ring. I think Batista outside the ring is fucking cool as shit. I think Batista's a really cool guy. I don't really know him either, but he just seems like a fucking awesome dude. I don't enjoy him in the ring that much. In the right position, I would enjoy it, I think. And so I would love to see. This is going to sound crazy, and I'm kind of sick of all these guys, quite frankly. But you know what I would like to see? Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista in a triple threat match to find out who the supreme member of whatever the fuck they were in together. Evolution, yeah. Who has evolved?
Well, that's what they were going based
guy.
On with how Batista left. They were supposed to, they said that he turned his back on the New Authority, so they were supposed to rehash that. Granted, I could have seen him in the tag match in that sense. It made a bit, more sense at this time with Kurt, but I just to have him show up, I feel like would have been a good idea for Mania in some, small regards.
How about this, Jake? Who's evolved? Who's going to evolve next? Like, what's going to happen? And career on the line, right? Whoever gets pinned in the match, their career is over. Put that stipulation on in a triple threat with Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista. That's a great way to end his career. You know what I mean? Whoever.
Yeah, and people could think, oh, well, maybe Triple H is done. So, this could be his way he's done wrestling. So it doesn't put all the the light on Batista being the one to get pinned.
And Batista
that's a good idea.
Batista could still retire at SummerSlam or the next Mania after that, and they threw you for a swerve, and then it was really one of the other guys. I don't think that'll happen because I think they'll milk Triple H as long as possible. I don't think Triple H will ever would make that commitment that he's done, and certainly by looking at him, he ain't done at all. So he's not even close. He still goes out there. I mean, Triple H wrestles the same old goddamn. Sometimes to me, Triple H has a 7 out of 10 match or an 8 out of 10 match. Sometimes. But most of the time, Triple H goes out there, does all the same shit really well. And for me, it's a 6 or 7 because it's just he's always really good, but, his best doesn't reach the level of other people's bests to me. He tells a great story. I enjoy Triple H. He very much entertains me, but I know he's not going to reach a level usually of wow. I think one of his closest matches was the Seth Rollins match. I thought he had a pretty decent match with Seth recently, and I'm trying to think of other ones, and they don't really come to mind except for really diving back into the old days with Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Triple H, Stone Cold had a good one. A couple other times, The Rock and him in the ladder match at SummerSlam was all right. Wasn't, Shawn Michaels and Razor had a 9 out of 10 ladder match or an 8 out of 10 ladder match, whatever you want to call it. At the time, it felt like a 10 out of 10. And I would say Triple H and The Rock kind of had, again, they had a 7 out of 10 or, whatever ladder match. So, I don't know.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was going to say. Not so much that was a problem, but that we noted on Friday was the fact that Cena and Triple H, it was an exact carbon copy repeat of their previous, match that they had at WrestleMania, spot for spot almost. You could kind of call and say what's happened, or going to happen next. Oh, spine buster into the reversal, into the attitude adjustment. You knew the ebb and flow of what was coming. It wasn't bad. It was delivered well. It was entertaining in that sense, and especially the spectacle of them going on first, different country, but nothing that blew you away.
I noticed Josh in the chat said, why do you judge matches out of 10 versus 5 stars? And the reason for me is because 5 stars just isn't enough. I'd rather measure. I need a bigger measuring scale, you know, because so many more things can happen. You know, because sometimes a match doesn't deserve a 1 out of 5. Sometimes a match deserves a 4 or 5 out of 5. And sometimes it doesn't deserve a 5 stars. It deserves maybe an 8 out of 10. So I like the scale of 10. You know, how does that convert to stars? I don't know. You know, like tonight, Seth.
You can have the numbers, but yeah, I feel it's more of an impact of a range, because you would more so recommend a 9 over an 8. But does that mean you wouldn't recommend a 4-star? You know, at least this way it gives you a broader definition of suggestions.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm at a 5 out of 10, you know, you can watch it. You can probably watch it. It's there. You know, if I'm at a 6 out of 10, you probably should watch it. Watch a 6 out of 10, definitely. It's pretty good. Watch it. 7 out of 10, yeah, you got to watch it. 8 out of 10, wow, you definitely better watch that match. 9 or 10 out of 10, get that shit on
Don't miss
Blu-ray.
it. You're going to be able to watch it multiple times.
Yeah, and I would say 8 out of 10 is about 4 stars. So there you go. You know, it's really, because you can do 2.5 stars. So there you go. It's really 10. It's a 10 scale. It's the same thing, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, because, you know, 5 out of 10.
I just think stars are fruity. I don't give out stars. This is a fruity. It's weird. I gave him 7 stars. Did you get a star, Jake? I got a star. Did you get a star?
Get a gold star.
I'm going to give him 3 stars. I might even give him 5 stars if I'm feeling really special. And, oh, my God, did you hear that he only gave him 1 star? That's terrible. What kind of person only gives 1 star? I'm going to give him 4 stars. If I give him 4 stars, it's like the 4 Horsemen stars for, man. Wow.
And that's why I like holding out, too, because when you give something a 10, it doesn't happen much. I can't recall any time you and I have ever given anything a 10 in the past 3 years. I
gave Leah's tits a 10.
Yeah, I could see you doing so, but granted.
You want a star?
You want a star?
I'll give you a star if we get 200 likes in the thing down there with the thumb dick. I'm sorry. We're going to be doing PubG in a few minutes, guys, so that'll be cool. Let's take some phone calls, though, if we can. I see a couple of people calling. A lot of people trying to get through, getting blocked. But 513 got through. What's up?
Holy shit, I'm on the show. Hey, Joe and Jake. What's going on, guys?
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey, so I'm not really a normal, regular wrestling watcher. And I used to watch a lot back in, like, the 90s and, like, early 2000s. And I don't know. Do you guys notice, like, the commercials during matches? Like, that, I feel like that is just such a huge disrespect to the wrestlers and, like, an interruption. I mean, I don't know. Like, that's just something I noticed, and I haven't really watched it in a while, so.
Well, you know, what I did, one thing I noticed is, do you remember back in the Attitude Era, a lot of times they would like, whatever was going on would finish up, they would cut to the announce team, and then they would play the music like, dun, 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 and they'd be like, folks, we're standing by right now because in the back, you know, blah, 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 you know, Vince McMahon is on the phone with the police. We don't know what's happening. Blah, blah, blah. We'll be back as the war zone can, you know, with more of the Raw, you know, and like, dun, 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 like then they would fucking cut away and the commercial would start. But now, now it's just like, you know, and you expect it, like, okay, the segment ended and now they're promoting what's going to happen next or what could happen. And then they go to commercial break. So you're actually more inclined to watch, but now it's like they're in the middle of something and then they get knocked out of the ring and then they go to, and you can literally yell it out loud, oh, here comes the commercial, and then they go, Raw rolls on after this, and it's like the same.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, I just feel like it just makes it to where, like, I just don't want to keep watching at that point, whereas, like, if someone's, like, flipping channels or something, if you're just randomly catching, like, a, you know, like a casual like me or something, like, I listen to your guys' show all the time, but, like, as far as watching it, I don't really get a chance to watch it all the time. But
well, it interrupts the flow
like,
of the match.
Yeah, it's just,
Any match that had a chance to build in your mind to start making, because all these moves and things make connections in your like mind when you're watching it, and they get you more interested to see, like you start building up, I care about what happens in the end here. But when there's a commercial break in the middle of it, it almost like resets it for you. And then you're just like, and then you get distracted with stuff, and sometimes you come back and you miss the match. I know I do that. So, yeah, no, you're right.
I would much rather have Elias come out and say, I want you to walk with Elias and Mountain Dew. It's delicious. Than have to have them cut to fucking, commercials mid-match.
Honestly, it's...
Yeah, they should do ads during the matches. Yeah, that would help.
But, no, it's honestly like, that's the thing is they do these ads during the matches. It's horrible. This is like at a comedy show. If people, if there's, like, music in the background or, like, people are talking, the lights are on... No, you want it to be dark and only on the comedian and all these things. That's what happens. It's an art. It's literally interrupting the match, ruins the flow of the match every time.
Yeah.
And it's a subconscious
it really
thing.
Does.
You're noticing it. You're calling about it because you're noticing it. I'm noticing it. Everybody's noticing it, and they've never done it more than now. And it's almost every goddamn match, and it's infuriating. I'd love that. I'm gonna go back and watch a couple old Raws from a couple different eras and years, and I'm gonna try to see when the commercial breaks are, and we'll try to compare it. I'd love to hear that stat. Maybe somebody has that stat. I don't know.
But I have some of the old commercials too on the network.
I feel like they used to do it like in between, like after a match, or like they'll have like a segment backstage with like The Rock or somebody. He'll cut up Coach or somebody, and then they would cut to a commercial right after that. You come back, Jeff Hardy or, Kurt Angle or somebody's coming out, you know what I mean? And it's like, and they get into the match. Like, I just don't feel like they had as many commercials during matches back then.
I also feel like the matches were typically a lot shorter back then, too. A lot of the matches were 2 or 3 minutes. And then, you would have to wait to get to a pay-per-view to get anything near a 10-minute match. Every now and again, you would get some, extended fight or something big would happen.
Do you know why they're not now?
Like in between,
do you know why they're not?
Why is that?
Because they don't write anything anymore. There's no backstory stage things going on anywhere. It's all about the booking of the match. That's what it's all is. So they have no room. They have to have the matches go longer. Not only and this was happening when the show was 2 hours. So this ain't a 3-hour problem. This was going on when Raw was still 2 hours. So
right, because if you go and watch it on the network and like look at the times for like Raw and SmackDown, like Raw, it's 3 hours or whatever, and it usually extends. But like if you look at it, the show is actually like 2 hours and like 24 minutes or something. So you're getting like a good 50 minutes of commercials, which I think is just freaking ridiculous. But
every half-hour show has 9 minutes of a commercial break, and I would rather get a 5-minute commercial break straight through than miss segments of a match. I know sometimes they do it to go ahead and, give them a breathing chance. They'll go to the wrestlers, go in a commercial. And sometimes when you're there, they'll just stand there. It's really odd, too. I don't know if anybody's seen that before, but it is a bit awkward. But I don't know if you caught what we were saying before, Joe. Not that they are airing commercials, but if they had to read off a script for commercials, the announce team, during a match. So rather than cut away, they could say, this match brought to you by KFC, and they read the whole commercial like you do on a podcast,
Yeah, a radio.
If they did
it's
it
a
that
radio
way
read.
Instead. Yeah, an ad read versus...
Well, they wouldn't compare price-wise, but why not do it? Why not add that? If you could add 5 to 10 of those and eliminate 1 or 2 commercials that are video commercials, then maybe. But I'm pretty sure that a commercial break with a video commercial is like 8 times more money. So
I'm sure, but you figure if they built it up right, they wouldn't have to cut the commercial at least during the main events.
I just think that if you're writing the script, you can clearly place if you're writing a better show, you can place commercials easily. Elias is one example of when they went to a great commercial tonight, Elias drinking the tea, and then mentioning that we're about to hear from Elias, and then they said that funny line about him, drinking special tea. I couldn't wait for them to come back for the commercial because I wanted to find out about this shit with the tea, and was he going to be weirder? What's going on? So that was a really great commercial break. And I get 1 or 2 times you got to cut during matches maybe, but it's too often. It's hurting the shit. 513.
I don't know if you guys remember, but the TLC match on a SmackDown back in like 2003 or 2004, it was like the Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, and Jericho and Benoit. But I remember I've watched a match again recently, and they like actually apologized about having to go to like their last commercial break during the match.
Yeah.
And that was like the only match they had, the only commercial they had during the match. But I just remember they were just like, we are so sorry to cut away from the action here, but we have to go to our last commercial break, and we'll be right back. And then like right after that, Chris Benoit came out. But that was back when SmackDown was good. But yeah, I know you guys.
But you know what? Even that made it more exciting. Even that was exciting because it felt like oh my god, we might miss something. Like no, like we get back to this special thing. Like WCW did that too. They'd be like, folks, we have to take our last commercial break. We will be back, and we won't have any more. Goldberg's in the ring. You'd be like, oh my god, what's going to happen? But even those were taken at a better time. Where now they would just say like, they'll just cut away, or they'll say, we'll be right. Raw continues, or the main event after this.
Yeah, because then they would show, oh, this is what you missed during the commercial break, and they would recap when you came back from the commercial. Oh my God, Titus O'Neil fell again off the ring ropes. Rob the Nerd in the chat said at the shakeup in Hartford, Sasha sat ringside for a good minute before she finished just her entrance. Because they got to go to commercial. And like I said, it's awkward. The entrance music stops. The Starks has to sit off to the side and like hide from the cameras, and then it's just I don't know. Like you said, they could be more strategic about it. Think and plan better.
Sausage is on the phone. What's up, Sausage?
Hey, what's up, Joe? What's up, Jake?
What's going on?
Before I get into Raw, I know this is dumb to ask right now, but I can't find the link to your the Kill Cliff drinks or whatever.
I don't believe it's in this video yet because I just put it in my descriptions, so now it won't be until the next video that you see it. I just realized that a minute ago, but I will get it for you.
Yeah, I know it's dumb to ask right now, but I just wanted to taste it. But yeah,
you wanted to what?
I wanted to taste it,
Oh,
when I get it.
yeah.
Hopefully sometime.
Take it easy, Jake. He's fucking. I put the link in the chat just now.
Okay. So Raw, I thought it was okay. The crowd for me definitely made it a little bit better with Montreal. I kind of flipped back and forth with the Celtics game, so I fucking was kind of off and on with Raw tonight. Yeah, most of the crowd
dude, can I tell you, Sausage? Nobody had a tougher time than me tonight. Do you realize I was trying to pay attention to the Red Sox, the Celtics, and the Bruins, and Monday Night Raw? It was a fucking nightmare tonight.
Oh God, man!
I mean, the Celtics and the Bruins.
Every channel.
I had stuff on my phone. I would ask the Amazon dot like every second, like, what's the score? It's a mess.
Well, probably one of the best parts was what was the main event? Rollins and Balor. Thought that was a pretty good match to end Raw. Kind of glad it main evented. I thought it was dumb with the Roman and Strowman. I was like, why do they have these two together? Like when they were feuding like a while ago. But it was mostly a decent show. All right show tonight.
Yeah, I went from a 4 out of 10 to a 5, I think, because of Rollins and Balor. And also because of the audience. The audience, they were really enthusiastic. I mean, I probably should give it a lower. I probably should give it a 3 or something, but I'm just giving it a 5. I'm giving them a higher rating than I ever usually give because of just the crowd in Montreal and I'm a Bruins fan. I'm giving it. Al says in the chat that you can't do the announcers commercial due to the WWE using the Raw feed in other countries, who that practice is illegal. I don't know why is that illegal, but that's weird. But I guess that makes sense.
I know there's some strict advertising laws in other countries, but
really?
I don't know.
What the hell's why? You can't read an ad?
Yeah, you like podcasting ads. I don't know the details behind
They're
it.
radio ads too. I mean, you can't read a radio ad.
Even that. There's certain things that you're not allowed to advertise, and it's real specific. I'll look into the details for it, but I believe he's correct on some strange level.
What do they do how do they do ads in other countries?
I don't know. That's what I'm going to find out. Let's see if I could find anything on it.
What a bizarre thing. Well, we're going to be playing PubG in a few minutes, guys, but let me play some... see if there's any donations popping up here.
I saw a few signs at Grr. They weren't special or memorable, but I saw a few signs in the background.
Yeah, I got you there.
My name is Kane and I'm donating now.
Glad I didn't watch most of Raw. Vince needs to get his head out of his ass and his mouth off HBK's cock.
Oh.
Hashtag RAW gave me the ZZZS hashtag send the poon to D Moon.
Power Merge. Thank you, Power Merge. Send the poon to D Moon. Hey, D. Are you listening, D Moon? You're going to play some PUBG tonight, right? D Moon? You in? I think me and Jake.
He said before he was going to play.
All right.
And Glorious Eugene just brought some of the blood orange flavor of Killcliff. Good shit.
Oh, good stuff. Good call.
Yeah, Glorious Eugene before put out a hell of a meme that was funny comparing Ruby Riott to the Penguin from the Batman.
Yeah,
movie,
I saw that.
Batman Returns. Joe, how do you feel about this one that Arthur brought up? Brock Lesnar is 41 days away from beating CM Punk's record, or equaling CM Punk's record of 434 days, the longest reigning WWE World Champion of the modern era.
Wow.
But
I don't count it because it's the Universal
not the WWE
belt.
Championship. So I don't know why people are going on and on about this because it's not the same belt.
Yeah, I don't get it.
He's certainly the longest Universal Champion by far, but
over a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's not the WWE title, so that's just dumb. If it was
there's so many people reporting, his current reign is the 8th longest world title run in WWE history. He trails CM Punk by 41 days. The 6 runs ahead of him are Hoke, Bob Backlund twice, Bruno Sammartino, and Pedro Morales.
Did they own the Universal title? What the fuck are they talking about?
They're talking about the Universal title being lumped in with every other belt, and I don't feel like that's adequate or correct.
Nice try. Nope. Whoever's saying that's an idiot. It's like saying the IC belt is the same. It's a different belt.
Yeah, other countries restrict junk food ads, but America won't budge. That's some of the things that I'm reading. I know I've heard it somewhere before.
Other countries restrict junk food ads?
Yeah, that was one of the things, too. That they were trying to air shows, and they couldn't air anything that was fast food, like KFC, McDonald's.
Now, listen. I mean,
they're trying to protect their children, like in Russia, from unhealthy food advertisements.
Wow. I mean, we're not the healthiest people, and we're not protected very well here. But to not allow ads because the food is not... I mean, what a weird thing. That's bizarre to me. See, there's never any happy medium. Like, I think it's fucked up that in America, the FDA and places don't control some of what's put in these foods that actually hurts us. I think it's fucked up that they don't explain to us what can happen, and they don't ban some of the things they put in these items. But as far as advertising it, who gives a shit? Weird fucking both. I think that's ridiculous. But I also think
it says
what we
right
do
here,
is ridiculous.
the United States is only one of 2 countries that allows direct-to-consumer DTC advertising. A marketing bonanza that's turned America into a medicated mass of people who've been brainwashed, blah, 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 blah.
ShiBUM? Think I'm still blocked, lol. Just got off work, though. Sounds like Raw isn't worth the watch. Rather watch PUBG.
Hey, Joe, what's up, man? I'll get you on block, dude. Hey, Joe, by the way, thanks for the $5, but also, Joe, watch the main event. Because the main event is worth it. The Seth Rollins versus Balor is pretty good. And there's the Elias moment is I'm loving it. You know, I don't know if you'll love it, but I think that part's hilarious.
So direct-to-consumer ads are ads that barrage of ads that you see in TV, magazines, newspapers, radio, internet. You know, they cover such thing as you know, pharmaceutical companies and medical devices, and basically it allows directly from the company itself, unregulated, to advertise to consumers. So I guess ads are more restricted in specific other countries.
What are people, idiots? I mean, they need mommy to take care of them?
I guess. I mean, this website is a bit... I mean, they're reading facts, but they're mixing in a bit of their own agenda. So that's why I said they're like, oh, with the brainwashed Americans. So that's why I was like, didn't really have time to
they're saying that
scan it all. But
they're saying the Americans are brainwashed, but you're literally brainwashing your own people. You're telling your people
it's odd, but
they're telling their people what to think and what they can't buy for them. So they're thinking for their people. So by the way, I don't agree with either one. I don't agree with that America, you know, doesn't take better care of us by at least telling us what's in certain things and banning things that are cancerous. I don't like that. But I also don't like the idea of these other countries that don't let ads for like Doritos happen. Like what are your people, stupid sheep? Weird. I don't know, man. Whatever.
Yeah, a lot of that has to do with like prescription drug but
that's bizarre.
I don't know. There's more to it though. I'll look into it more when I have more time to scan and pre-read some of these articles.
Alrighty.
Also, one other thing to know, I guess Brock's not going to be seen until the week before the go-home show that is in June for Money in the Bank, and he won't defend his belt until Money in the Bank either. And they still haven't decided on which opponent he'll be facing.
That's bizarre.
Their thought is still to be determined.
Well, I'm gonna set up for PubG. We're gonna Sausage Man. You got anything else you want to say, Sausage?
I do have one more thing to say, and that's I'm hoping to go to Mania next year, man. And did you say you're going to Mania next year, Joe?
Oh, we'll be there. Yeah, we'll be having a party all week. It's gonna be I don't know if you'll get in. We'll sneak in. We'll figure something out, or we'll see you at Mania at least.
Yeah, I think it's confirmed. I think I'm going next year, so hopefully I get to meet you, brother.
Yeah, we'll definitely meet up. We're going to meet everybody we can. We'll be hanging out. We'll be doing a couple of things. We'll definitely, you know, we're going to plan to have like, you know, we'll be at a bar one night. We'll be somewhere in the day at a WrestleCon, probably at WrestleCon. To be honest, we'll probably have a table at WrestleCon. So that might be the deal right there.
Nice, man. I'll talk to you guys later, and peace out.
All right, man. Thank you, Sausage. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get Sausage in there. He's fucking 14. You know, even
Fake ID, here we come.
Even the 18-year-olds in the bars will be tough.
Yeah.
Matt the Misfits on the phone. What's up, Matt?
Not much, guys. How you guys doing tonight?
What's going on?
You know, I had a strange like. Okay, so did you notice how fucking loud the crowd was for Seth tonight?
Yeah.
So I thought about this. I'm like, imagine this happening in a different, like, I don't know, another smart crowd, but Ambrose comes back and fucking turns on Seth.
Yeah.
Where are they going to be on Sunday night?
Sunday night, a Backlash. I don't know where Backlash.
They're going to be in New Jersey, New York, New Jersey area.
Okay.
That's also a smart crowd.
Probably.
What are the chances of Ambrose coming back at the end of the Seth Rollins match?
Not great from what I recently heard.
Months away.
I heard that he was still, we were all speculating. I thought he was going to be Braun's partner at Mania, and I guess that he's still recuperating, and it might be. It's longer than expected.
Could be a work
for our timeline, but his timeline is faster than.
Wait, but what if that's what they want you to think?
Yeah, it could be a work.
Could be. It very well could be. But
I mean, because if you want Dean Ambrose to be the biggest heel in the freaking well, you know what I mean. But like, if you want Seth to be like one of the biggest baby faces in the company, you have Seth or Dean Ambrose think he's coming back to return, join Seth, fucking turns on him like that drops on his head, and I'm still predicting we're getting Rollins and Seth, Rollins and Ambrose for the IC title at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I mean, Dean Ambrose was talking with Seth Rollins, and Seth gave an update to KFM 94.5 last week before the Saudi tour or show. And he said, I don't know the whereabouts or the details of his injuries. He had some pretty extensive tricep surgeries. He's definitely still on the mend and rehabbing. He'll be back better than ever. You wait, by summertime, maybe late spring. Someone there, I think, whenever that wily guy gets back to normal. And a lot of people seem to agree that it's going to be either late spring or early summer. So I'm thinking June, July. I don't think it'll be Sunday.
That's perfect for SummerSlam right there.
Yeah, SummerSlam. And I don't think he'll be back Sunday.
Well, speaking of stuff, did you see the card I sent you for my Bad Blood pay-per-view that comes up?
No, I have your notification. I didn't get to see it yet, though.
Oh my god, you got I have Sue Young versus Nikki Cross and then Monsters Ball match. Adam Cole and Eric Young and Hell in a Cell. Fucking a fatal 4-way match, man. You got all the good. I probably booked a better card than fucking WrestleMania.
Probably, yeah.
That's not hard to do, unfortunately.
WrestleMania was a goddamn pile of piss. Thank you, Matt the Misfit. What's up, Matt? You have a good night, bro. I gotta move on. Love you, man. Matt Hendrick. Listen, let's get the fuck out of here and play some PUBG. We are running a little bit behind, so we're gonna get the hell out of here. D Moon, come join me and Jake on PUBG, and maybe Troy will get in there too. We'll have some fun. It is PUBG time, guys. We're going over to Twitch too, so make sure if you guys can, feel free to come on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/JCSgaming. Let's do it, baby. We're gonna kill some people.
Is the test server still up?
I don't know. I doubt it. Didn't work at all for me.
No, I played one round on it, and it worked really well then.
When?
But Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, I never got it on there. Never got it on there.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
The map is interesting. It's certainly going to be a very long-range map in most outcomes.
I hate the desert map. I just hate it.
But it's a lot of the fixes they're adding with it. That's the important part.
Yeah, that's cool. But I never want. Every time I get that map, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be like, nope, fuck off.
They're supposed to enable some type of map selection too, but
I hope so because there's only 2, and I don't want that one. Like once in a while, maybe, but it's like, ugh. It's just so fucking. I want that other map. I want that third map. I don't know why.
Yeah, the new one, the small one.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Yeah, no kidding. That would be ideal.
I got to play that on the PC, and that was fun. Compared to the desert one, it's just there's nowhere to hide. You long distance. It's all right, but I just wish it had a little bit more to it.
That was the problem. I think it was just in response to them having to release something that they just threw it together quickly. It feels like there was, they have the casino, but the rest of it feels like already previously used assets, and it's just like you said, so bare bones and open. I guess it's fun for some people if you really like to sit and snipe, but
yeah, I mean some of the the vehicles and shit are cool too, but it's I don't know, man.
All right, well, I'm going to meet you up on the Xbox. I will catch you in a minute.
All right, I'll see you in a second. Guys, we're jumping over on Twitch. Come hang out on Twitch with us if you like. God damn, I'm peeing my pants, man. All right, let's see. All right, guys, well, that's it for the Raw review. I will try to upload this to my main wrestling channel, youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my real wrestling channel, youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Make sure you guys are patrons so you get all the bonus content over here on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And the Kill Cliff link, I will try to get that out to you guys. I guess it's not in the description below, but I will get that going. And yeah, become a patron. We're going to be doing big stuff this weekend. And now we're going to play some goddamn PUBG, and this should be interesting. I need to grab a drink and pee myself, but let me get everybody in here. I pissed myself. That was Raw, guys. I give it a 5 out of 10. I'm being generous, I think, giving it a 5 out of 10. In fact, I can't even justify that. Fuck it, I'm giving it a 4. It should be worse even, I think. I can't help it. I can't give it a 5, dude. This was fucking terrible. You're in Montreal tonight. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Whew. Alright, we'll be on Twitch dropping bits if you want. I'll have those on. The regular donations will still be on, of course. We can always use the support, so I'll always leave it on. I will never turn them off because I'll take anything. We need anything. So, you guys are the ones that keep the show going. Alrighty. Nice ass. Leah. Where you going? Leah. What? You still didn't want to play? D-Moon. Any Troy in here? No Troy in the house? Troy's got those new work hours. He's never on anymore now. Fucker.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can you. I was like brother love. Okay. Put this on.
Yeah, apparently Big Show was supposed to be at Mania in the Battle Royal, but he was injured again.
What?
Injury that they're not really talking about, but he was supposed, because remember we heard that he was making his comeback, he was going to be involved.
Yeah.
He was looking better, things were good, and apparently like 2 weeks before that he was injured again.
Jesus.
That's true, that really sucks. Can't catch a break there.
Maybe he did. Broke his fucking wrist.
I was gonna say, except literally, yeah.
That's so weird, man, that he just keeps getting waffled. Any minute, you know, you're waiting for his last Mania moment and he can't get it out, it feels like.
Well, you know, Joe, 1 in 5 men can't get it up. It's a real problem.
Please,
Problem for some.
Can't even imagine that happening to me. I might go crazy and start eating my own shit or something.
Everyone must die.
Let's play a double while we wait for Moon and backup.
I am staring at a black screen trying to load in.
Let me send a party invite.
Restart this game.
I just sent the invite out.
Alright, good shit.
Fucking Xbox new sounds are pissing me off. Fucking.
Yeah, it only plays in one ear or no ears. And I don't know if you said Troy's coming or not. I said you're waiting for D-Moon.
Yeah, looking for Moon to show up.
Bird said he wanted to play too. Gravy before said that he was in.
Gravy asked me earlier, so I'll definitely get Gravy in here.
And Bird wanted in. He messaged me just now.
Might as well take Gravy and Bird, and maybe Moon will show up. Let me see what's up on Twitch with everybody. How's Twitch doing here? Oh, we're not even live on Twitch yet. Jesus, my bad, guys. Am I fucking stupid?
Yeah, not yet. I thought you were doing something.
No, I'm just dumb. Alright, guys, now we're live on Twitch.
Check.
Heist, thanks, man. Alright, I'm live on Twitch now. Now you guys can jump over to Twitch.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, guys?
What's up there?
You know, it's been a good day.
You want a Canadian cock inside of you?
How big and how large?
Every time they're just sorry.
Well, my name's Brett the Ass Man Art. I'd like to take a poke at your privates there.
Oh shit. Y'all running a double? Cause it won't let me join y'all.
Let me get out of that. There you go. What's up there, everybody on Twitch? We're gonna be ending the YouTube stream in a few minutes, so make sure you guys get over. Get over.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to see Avengers finally. I got to see it Saturday.
Dude, I've heard people say
Worth
that
the
movie's
wait.
better than Black Panther.
Very well done.
Oh, there we go. What's up? What's up, Gravy?
What's up?
Take it off.
What's up, Joe?
Hi, boys.
What's up, baby?
What's going on?
What's going on, Jake?
I
Joe?
love you all.
Bird. What's going on, Gravy?
What's going on, D Moon?
What's up,
Oh,
Moon?
there's Moon.
What's going on, Moon?
Not much. Did they change the Xbox layout?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I
did.
forgot that I've had this for like 2 months now, or a month and a half with the preview program, so you guys are like, shit's different, and I'm like,
Yeah, I've been used to mine
same.
forever.
I had
Yeah,
no
it looks
idea.
the same.
The only reason why I knew is
Just sounds different.
because Gavin told me.
I
he was
support the
freaking out this
stream.
morning.
Also shout out to D Moon.
Yeah, it's hard to get used to at first, but I had it for like 6 months already.
Oh, Bry Guy, thanks for the $5. He said, "What's up to D Moon?" Bry Guy, thank you, man.
What's up, Brad guy?
Bry Guy, paying for the stream, baby. What's up, man named Taylor?
Still no word back from Twitch yet. Huh?
No, I'm fucking. Never gonna happen.
Telling you might want to look into Mixer.
No, Mixer's shit.
I've seen
Yeah, I heard the
a few
same.
people leave Twitch, went to Mixer, and they grew so exponentially.
Yeah, I see people got partnered on there too after 2 months. One of my boys just did it and literally got partnered like 3 days
Yeah,
ago.
but what do you do? What
saw a
does
guy
that
get
do?
partnered in
What
30
does it do,
days.
though?
It's
I
you
don't
get
know.
to run ads and subscriptions, and same
Wait
as
a minute,
Twitch.
I didn't see anything about ads.
There you go.
Yeah, you can run ads.
I didn't see anything about ads anyway.
All right, where do you want to go?
Where are we going?
Shit, maybe mansion. I don't know. Yeah.
Fuck it.
All right, fuck it. Let's go.
Go to the apartments.
Yeah.
Joe, man, you missed the map, bro. I feel sorry for you. That map is fucking awesome.
No, I know. I played it on PC. I played.
I only got to
I
play
played
it
every day on
once.
PC.
Oh, you
I
played on
hate
PC?
that map. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
That's
Shit's
all about
terrible,
that new
dude.
map.
I like it.
I think I'd like it better with squads. I played it only once and it was solo.
It'll actually make me want to play this game more than Fortnite, to be honest.
Like I said, there's a lot of long-range engagements, but there's also some pretty cool.
We're all landing here with tons of people. Just FYI.
Yeah, there's like a whole like mad
There's a whole
squad there, boys.
Squad of hostiles.
The new map is fucking awesome. Savage.
Yeah, a lot of people have said
The- the
that.
ju-
It's really good.
Yeah, the jungle one. It's fucking awesome, dude. I can't wait for that one to come on console.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller, and it's like it's kind of like the first map, but it has more trees.
Okay, that makes sense.
Got him once. Oh yeah, he jumped off. What a fuck.
Oh shit. I'm dead.
What the fuck? Really? Where are you?
I'm coming to you guys. I only have a pistol. That's all I have. I'm coming to you.
I don't have shit. I landed into a squad of like buku people
Run.
just now.
I got a pistol.
Oh shit.
I don't even know where y'all are at.
I'm in this far out.
Joe, I'm coming in your building. Hold your fire.
Is that you coming?
Jake, is there anybody in the building next to you?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. I see
there?
the door open. Yep.
Watch that building across from you, and there's 2 guys there. There's one on the roof. One on the roof.
I got a good weapon. I just don't have a backpack.
Jake, watch your 6 to your left. On that roof.
Yeah, I don't see anybody in this building.
We get out of here, I'd be surprised.
He's on the roof. You'll see him.
Fucking med kit.
But the same building or the building across from me?
The building.
I just heard shots going off.
The building across from you.
Stoney, look
oh
out.
shit! You got me. Yeah, he got me through the window.
Are you in my building, Stoney?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll come up and get you.
I'm in a building nobody's been in yet.
Someone's
I got a
coming.
fucking
Is that
AR,
one of you
please?
guys coming? Is that one of you guys coming?
It's not me. I don't think so. I don't think it's any friendlies. I don't see anyone on the map.
I don't.
Somebody's in my building.
Right now.
Shit. Fucking AR, man. There we go. Perfect.
There's a lot of fucking activity going on here.
This was a bad idea.
Yeah.
What is all this noise?
Fuck. There's not one AR in this entire building that I'm in. Are you kidding me right now?
Dude, my building is like shifting all kinds of ways.
Oh shit!
They're shooting at me.
That is
Where?
They're shooting at me. I don't know where from. Out the front of my building. I'm heading towards you and Joe right now. Third, I gotta. I'm getting shot.
Third.
Stoney, where are they?
Oh, I got the pistol.
I see him.
they
I
are
see him.
coming
Jake, keep
from
running.
310.
I downed him. He's dead. One's dead.
Good shit, Joe. There's another one coming.
There's a car coming. Y'all get in the building. There's one still on the roof.
I see him.
Yeah, I know. I see him.
I hit him a couple of times. Got him. Got him.
Alright, I'm down, but I
got the other one. 2 down.
He's down.
Guy on the roof.
I'm trying to crawl into
coming to
Gravy's
you.
building right now.
Yeah.
Coming
Go
downstairs
pick
right
him
now.
up.
There's another one in the house with the guy on the roof. 2nd floor.
He's down, I think, or is he playing? Is he just crawling?
Thank you.
He's crawling.
Yep.
He's not down.
Oh, really?
Not
The
bandages
guy on the
too, so
roof.
just stay still.
I got a health.
He's throwing a grenade.
All right, cool.
Yeah, he's trying to get me.
Oh my god! I just made it in, dude. He
Jake,
grenaded
get
me.
upstairs. Get upstairs,
Yeah.
quick.
His grenade landed right behind me, and I jumped over it.
How do you throw grenades
Smart.
again?
Right analog.
Right on the D-pad.
Right keypad, right trigger.
I'm heading to the roof.
Jake, downstairs.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm getting shot out the window here.
Coming.
He's coming up the stairs right now.
I know.
Gravy, he's coming for you. I'm down outside the window. They threw a grenade, or unless that was yours. I killed one, I downed the other one. But Gravy, he's right upstairs with you. There's another one upstairs with you. They're both coming in your room right now.
I'm hit. They
Gravy's
fucking
down.
shot me.
Fuck.
I'm dead in the hole.
There's a team of 3 in my building right now, Joe.
Fuck.
Who's with me?
Joe, where you at?
I'm on the top of this building over
Where
here.
you at, Joe?
Is that you in the building here?
You're above me. There's
a car coming.
Yes, that is me. There's also a car that's vacant.
You guys see where our skulls are? There's 3 of them in that building.
Yeah. There's their buddy with a car, maybe. Oh, yes.
That was a whole nother random squad that pulled up on us there.
Squad of
shit. You got him. Nice. Almost killed him.
He's almost dead.
He's almost fucked. I didn't realize I ran out of fucking ammo in my gun. I stopped shooting. I would have killed that guy that was on that roof that you're shooting at right now. He's the one that downed me. Oh shit. Renegade Joe Compton about to go smiteful on those asses.
Go for it.
I'm surprised that guy hasn't died yet. I can't be having people.
I hear so many footsteps.
Yeah, me too. I hear so much.
It's me. I'm looting.
No, it's not just you. There's other people in the building to the right. By Joe, still.
Wow.
They're going out the window. To your right.
No helmet. At least Stoney's down there.
Yeah, I'm up here with you.
Yeah, right out that Joe on the roof. You shot the guy at. He's outside the door. No, to your left, right there. He's looking at you right now. See him? You down?
I got him.
He's crawling back in the building.
Only got 7 shots left though. I'm gonna go back in and grab some rounds.
What are you using, M16?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Get inside.
Oh shit.
M16 on my box, Joe. I've got another 30 rounds.
Bravey, what did you have?
And I got a VSS.
That's all I had.
Better than nothing. I still think those 3 guys are still sitting.
Yeah, they are. They're still there.
Joe, if you wanna bounce, there's a car right here.
Yep. Whoa,
oh
what's
shit!
going on?
They use it as bait.
Oh, you're out there?
They use it as bait.
They were watching that
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You're out there.
They're sitting in the car. Fuck.
Shit.
As soon as I fucking said that too, I was really about to go back inside.
Yeah, they were too deep watching that car.
I think they're coming for me.
They probably saw me and you shoot old dude on that other roof, so they probably do. I wouldn't leave.
No, they're coming up here, I think.
In the circles, so.
How does none of these idiots know you're on top of that roof? It's beyond
I don't
me.
know. They're fighting somebody else right now, I think.
I shit the fucking bed. They're below you. Like.
Somebody's in the building, I think.
They're in there with you. There's one running outside.
Footsteps.
Oh, he's up top with you. Joe, he's up on the roof.
Oh shit, Joe, right there by the doorway.
Oh my god.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. He went back inside, I think.
Reload if you can.
Heal if you can. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh shit! I'm out of ammo.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Good try. Good try.
Can't believe I fucking ran out of ammo.
Could have had him too.
Oh, good, Renegade.
That was a good stun grenade.
That was. First one was funny. Flying the shit out of you and him.
Damn. Oh. Right, I had no weapons really. What's up?
That was a bad idea going there first.
I'm assuming I won't. I'll be asleep.
I know bad ideas. Only winners fuck the prom queen.
Well, that's not what I was doing. I've been getting up, but that was ruining all my work. Yeah, that wasn't working because I wasn't doing enough. What?
What's up, Cheer Bar?
No, I just was the whole schedule. Okay. This fucking chair. I want to break this chair.
Sounds like Tommy.
That's Tommy's ass opening up. Is what that is.
Jesus.
Nice and creaky.
Hey guys.
Like
he
funny
really-
seeing him take all the
I'm at
pictures
Playlist
with all the
Live.
people down at fucking Playlist.
He really felt like he didn't have to stand in line because he
Yeah.
was on Taj. Like, does he really think he's a fucking celebrity or
Dude.
something? Like, honestly, come on now.
I was dying when I heard that.
Dude, he was like,
Like,
I
you
had
didn't
to
see what I
stay
said
out
to him
here
on
for an
Twitter? I said, are
hour.
you serious, you dumb fuck?
I had to sit out for an hour in the sweltering heat like all the peasants.
Y'all are
And he
lucky.
wonders
I'm
why
blocked.
nobody-
I didn't see shit.
See, Tommy wants to go back to Playlist all the time because the first time he went is when the Leafy thing happened, so he got a lot of attention for it. He got
No,
to
it's not
speak
gonna
at that
happen no more.
panel.
Done
No,
with.
what do you guys
no,
want to
he
drop?
wasn't
got to
even
speak at that
involved. He
panel
wasn't
and-
even involved in that. They were talking about like bully stuff or with Leafy or whatever, and then he like just
Yeah, and he
jumped
got to
up.
get up and
No,
speak.
he didn't get to. He
say
put
right
himself
there
up
where Blue
there
is.
to speak.
Well, yeah.
They didn't even. They thought he thought they were talking about him, and he wasn't. This is dangerous, but all right.
We're doing it. Boom. Fuck it. I can't believe he made that video. I'm like, this dude really thinks he's a fucking celebrity. Like, nobody even watches his channel anymore. First off.
I don't know, man. It's so weird.
Anymore.
Well, never.
I'm like, dude, I wouldn't act anything like this, and like I have more views than you do. I wouldn't act anything like this. Like, what are you doing?
With less
Yeah,
subs, half of his subs.
That was in my
so-
head too. I'm like, Joe wouldn't even come up with a video like this at all if he would have had one. So like,
Very weird.
I don't get it.
Even if I had 10 million subs, I wouldn't expect to be let in. You just, you know, you're there. You talk with people. If you set something up beforehand, that's a different story. But
Not just show. Oh yeah, you're Tommy NC. You're standing in line. I would have been laughing my ass off. Oh man.
Why can't I go in?
Oh, I've fucking been dying.
I don't even think people knew at all who he was at all. So it's like they don't know.
That's even worse.
That's like if I went there and people would know me. Nobody would know me. I have a wrestling channel. Like nobody would really know who I was. So it wouldn't. It's
yeah, that's all about vloggers and shit
Yeah.
like that. And I know he thinks he's
Yeah.
a vlogger.
And he does that though, and like nobody still doesn't know him. Like what the fuck?
If they do, it's because of that situation for sure. But it's like nobody's currently watching you there though.
really
Yeah, so he
aggravated
inserts
with that.
himself into the panel, but he got a lot of attention for it, so he's waiting for another moment like that where he
Didn't he miss last year though? Didn't he miss last year? So that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was asking for money for it. I remember that.
Yeah, he didn't make it last
And
year,
he bitched
right?
and moaned about not going.
Can you believe that?
He didn't make enough to go last year.
Yeah.
Was that really last year? Was that really a year ago when he didn't make it?
It was last year.
That was really last year. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was on Monetize This. We all called in and started fucking with him. He got pissed off and hung up the phone. I remember.
Wow.
Because you were laughing your ass off.
I can't believe that was a year ago that he didn't get to go, and that's already a year has passed since he didn't get to go, and now he's gone. That's so crazy.
Yeah, and he was. He could have went too, but something was like.
It seems like that cocksucker gets his way regardless of what anybody tries to do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
I tried to fuck with him bad, and he still ends up getting bypassed.
Well, look at what.
Level 2 backpack in this room here.
I mean, I love I like Tommy and everything. I'm just, but it's just like when
coming back,
when he got yelled at and he was like, make a video burying him and stuff, and then I told him what to do, and then he gets 100K subs. He goes from 3,000 subs to 100K overnight because over a couple days.
I remember that.
And it's like, yeah, it's funny because Leo was like, don't help him. And I was like, oh no, I was like, we'll just do this thing. I bet you it'll blow up.
Where's this level 2 bag at, Jake?
I marked it on the map.
Who would have ever thought?
I remember that
he would get that many. I mean, I thought it might. I really did think it might go somewhat viral because I was like, I know how things are going right now, but I did not. I thought maybe 10,000, 20,000 views. I didn't think the front page of Reddit. I didn't think all that shit was gonna happen.
Yeah, no one did.
Crazy shit.
I certainly didn't.
Nah, me neither.
At that point, at that point, Tommy should have made me his fucking manager. At that point, for Christ's sake.
No, he threw you under the
bus.
Then
he threw me under the bus instead. Oh my god.
I'm going to these
I
houses.
just found you at that time too, so.
That's so funny. I love him. That's why he's got a fucking thing, It's like people are like, oh, when KEEM starts, like, he don't have a disability. Really? He doesn't? Nobody normal would do all this. You dummy.
In Tommy's defense, though, y'all gotta remember, he didn't think of that as a malicious intent.
No, he doesn't know what he's doing. That's why I don't really blame him. Like, it's like...
Exactly.
And not only that, though... But
the people who shit on him the most don't see that.
But not only that...
Oh, like Minnesota Vikings.
He was also manipulated,
like
dude. He was also... People don't even know this. He was manipulated by a different person who was telling him that I was actually doing something or whatever. And he sort of...
Yeah, you were using
Yeah,
him.
and he sort of believed it. So, which is stupid, but, that's...
Real quick, side note, do we want to head towards Farm or Pachinki?
Let's not... don't go...
Farm.
Yeah. The plane flew right over Pachinki. That'd be bad. We should head, that way.
Let's go to Farm.
Yeah, go yellow and then orange. We'll just hit everything we can.
Alright, I'm moving.
Me too.
What to say? Yellow.
That's what I'm saying, Joe.
Red.
I monetize this, man. When Minnesota Viking fans always calls up talking shit to Tommy like he can't read. I mean, don't get me
Hello,
wrong.
Joe. I'm back. I give Rod a 5 out of 10 and happy Russive Day.
About somebody that can't read.
That's
so fucked up.
Yeah, that is. I mean,
that's why I called in, bro, and told them to suck a dick.
It's funny if somebody says it like it's funny, but you know that he's just kind of like, you're a dumbass. Like it's like, okay. Hey, Caveman.
You're a dumbass. I can't
Caveman,
read.
thanks for the 100 bits, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, nobody likes it when you're just fucking really being really mean to somebody. So that's why I was because Minnesota was like, I don't get what I did. I'm like, dude, you call up, you shit on them, but then you just keep doing it.
I don't get what I did. What?
What was that?
That was my fault.
Oh my god.
Got trigger happy for a second.
I don't get what I did. You sound like a dick. That's what the hell you did.
You sound like a fucking asshole.
Hey,
I think he's
Somebody
slow too.
Who just wants to make
something's
somebody cry.
up with everybody. Yeah.
Bitch.
Guys, we're jumping over to Patreon.
Something's up with everybody.
We're jumping over to Twitch. Make sure you guys come over to Twitch.
How true is that?
Twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS, guys. Come over to my Twitch channel.
Patreon. We're having a special
I meant
show.
Twitch. I'm sorry. I'm dumb.
We lost